What if the air at Hallis Hall is charged with more than just excitement this training camp? What if underneath the surface lies a battle so fierce it could reshape the entire 2025 Chicago Bears season? Buckle up, because whispers are growing louder, and the stakes have never been higher. Hit that like button, subscribe for every adrenaline-pumping beat, and let us know, are you ready for the Bears to rise from the ashes anew? Inside sources are buzzing with speculation, and it's all about the game-changing left tackle position, a role that could tilt the balance of power on this squad. Just think for a moment, the blind side of Caleb Williams, our golden goose, protected by the right man. The name on the tip of every fan's tongue? Yes, you guessed it, Braxton Jones. But hold that thought. Rumors are swirling about his health, and unshaken, here come the dynamic newcomers, Aussie Trapilo and the enigmatic Kieran Amagi. The tension is palpable, and we're just getting into it. Let's break this down. Braxton Jones, our 2023 hopeful, has been nursing an ankle injury, leaving the door ajar for Trapilo, the rookie, whose skill set has fans buzzing like it's 1985 again. He's a tidal wave of potential crashing onto the Chicago shoreline, and don't sleep on Amagi either. The kid is lurking in the shadows, quietly plotting his rise. His versatility could pull a fast one on both his competition and this fan base. What happens if Jones can't shake this injury? What if that precious blind side remains unprotected, leaving our prized quarterback exposed to oncoming chaos? Remember the heartbreak of our past? The echoes of Rex Grossman getting hammered in '06, or the constant shuffle of linemen that left us tired and weary. Nobody wants to relive that nightmare. All we crave are the days of legends like Walter Payton and Brian Urlacher, the heartbeats of our beloved Bears. It's time to reclaim that legacy. Imagine if Trapilo rises to the occasion. If he and Caleb forge an unbreakable synergy on that field, our offensive line could finally elevate to the level we've been yearning for. The core of a Bears resurgence, shifting the narrative from one of mediocrity to that of contenders. Picture it, a dominant front solidifying our ground attack and offering Caleb the protection he so desperately needs to thrive. Or what if young Kieran springs forward as a dark horse wonder? The optimism fuels the passion. Hope is alive and crackles in the Midwest air. But oh, the stakes! The left tackle position isn't just a job. It's the heartbeat of the Bears' offense. If we miss this crucial decision leading into training camp, the ramifications could echo through our franchise for years to come. Will ownership be forced to ink a big trade if our dreams crumble under the weight of injuries? Could the Bears part ways with players they value just to protect the franchise tag we placed on our future quarterback? The question isn't just, who wins the left tackle battle, fans? It's who gets their shot at redefining what it means to wear the navy and orange. Who will carry the hopes and dreams of a city that bleeds Chicago through thick and thin? Because right now, we're on the brink, and the choices we make could either elevate our Bears into the stratosphere or plunge us back into the depths of history that we fought so hard to escape. And this is just the setup. We can't unravel the mystery just yet. The battles have only begun, and the clock is ticking. Will we get a front row seat to a new dynasty, or become victims of our past failures? Join me as we wait with bated breath, for Part 2 is just around the corner, and the real fireworks are still yet to explode. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your drinks and turn those frowns upside down, because we're about to dive deep into the abyss of the Chicago Bears soul. I'm talking about a reckoning long overdue. A moment of truth that echoes the cries of all of us who've navigated the treacherous waters of heartbreak and redemption. From the unimaginable joys of '85 to the agony of watching that double doink reverberate through our memories like the shattered glass of a barroom window. We've been battered by the winds of misfortune, but this is our time to unite, rallying together with the ferocity of a grizzly defending its den. Because what if this is the moment we stare fear in the face and scream, "Not today"? Imagine the faces in that locker room, the sweat and determination glistening under the fluorescent lights of Hallis Hall. Can you see the camaraderie? The brotherhood forged through pain and determination? Now, picture them feeling the weight of every expectation stopped. Each player replaying every loss. The 2010 NFC Championship loss haunting their every step. The memories of missed tackles and lost chances. But what if, against all odds, they channel that agony into something greater? You think they don't hear the whispers from the front office? You think they're oblivious to the shifting tides of the fan base as we lean harder into our passions, wondering if this will be the year that breaks the curse? From the cowards that dwell in Green Bay to the blustering fools in Detroit and Minnesota, they're eyeing us, knowing full well the history that hangs over our beloved franchise. But now, just imagine if we rise from this ashes, bearing the proud legacy of Singletary and Ehrlicher, not as relics of a glory past, but as emblems of our tenacity, as shadows passing down wisdom, like Hester sprinting down the sidelines, leaving defenders behind in his wake. But there's a nagging fear in the back of my mind. Is this hope or just another spiral into despair? Did our forefathers suffer all this pain merely for us to stumble again, erasing the glimmers of elastic dreams stretched dangerously thin? The ghosts of 1985 linger like a cold winter chill in the air. We can almost hear their laughter, promising youth to return to glory, yet the scars of 2006's near miss, the bitterness of 2010's collapse, and the haunting memories from 2018 loom large, reminding us of promises unfulfilled, just like a quarterback who's seen one too many ill-timed sacks. As I pace here, nervous energy coursing through me like a shot of espresso. You can feel the doubt creeping in like lake wind off Soldier Field in December, wrapping around our hearts, reminding us just how fragile hope can be. It's in moments like these, heart racing, palms sweating, that we must choose. Will we go down with the ship or grab the wheel and steer this vessel back to shore? And what's this I hear? The murmurs of another draft, another chance. To build, to mold a champion from the ashes of past failures? The front office is feeling the heat, I guarantee it. How much longer can they ignore the pull of history as we've watched from the sidelines, witnessing the rivalry heat up like a molten pot ready to spill over? If we don't take this seriously, the vultures will circle, and the hackles of our rivals will rise in delight as they watch our beloved Bears flounder once again. Now take a second. Envision a playbook that resourcefully marries past and present, with a defensive line rising up like a wall of iron, echoing the glory days of old. But if this doesn't work, if we stumble once more in a series of unfortunate events, I can already see the chaos spiraling, dissension in the locker room. The press are like bloodhounds, sniffing out our failures, ready to feast on every morsel of our setbacks. So, here's the bitter truth. What if this is not the dawn of our revival, but instead the final hour of the Chicago Bears as we know them? Are we prepared to face that fate? And as we raise our glasses and chant our hopes into the air, will we be singing our praises or mourning a legacy lost for all eternity? Because if it's not this year, my friends, it just may be the final nail in the coffin for our once mighty Bears, trapped in a spiral we may never get out of. So I ask you, in the dim light of this bar with sweat on our brows and fire in our hearts, are we prepared? Will you fight alongside me or allow this moment to slip through our fingers like sand, never to return again? Stadium sat empty, the echoes of past roars haunting the corners of our hearts. It's a haunting symphony of despair and hope, each note playing louder as the clock ticks down on yet another season. You feel it too, don't you? This is our reality. This is our cross to bear. If the fate of the franchise hangs in the balance, are we ready to carry that burden together, rise from our complacency, and scream into the abyss that we are Chicago, and we demand greatness? Because I want you to know one thing, the time is now, and tomorrow may never come unless we possess the courage to carve our fate into the very fabric of this storied franchise.